Welcome back, dear esteemed guests and subscribers. This is none other than Light Liger here, and today I will be doing a sponsored coin review on this project called Phore, which has been around since 2017. It is a fork out of PIVX, so it basically is a Masternode slash proof of stake coin with those same privacy features that basically PIVX offers. And in this video, I want to go through the idea behind Phore, the ecosystem, where to buy it, all those essential things you need to know before making an actual investment. So let's get started. So Phore, in their main webpage, they actually have a pretty nice video which kind of drills down all the essential bullet points about the Phore blockchain within a minute. So definitely if you're wanting to watch something very short and, straight to the point, definitely watch this video as well. And it's pretty well done actually as well. But let's kind of start with the actual vision and the idea behind Phore. So here are some of the key points. One is being private and transparent. You have the feature of doing private transactions or transparent transactions, which is a very good thing, as some people don't really need that privacy feature, or they want to show those transactions to the government or the tax office or whatever. Also, the transactions are pretty fast, scalable, and very low in fees, and that is pretty much all across the Masternode coins. They tend to be pretty fast and efficient, and the transaction costs are usually beneath a 1 cent, which is very, very good. Now, you can obviously stake your Phore coins and basically get staking rewards, or you can buy a full Masternode, which also gives you a higher rate versus the normal staking, which we're going to be tackling down a bit later on this video. Then there's decentralized applications, which are dApps, obviously. And then they have their own decentralized marketplace, which we're going to be focusing a bit later down in this video. This is one of the main utilities and use cases of the Phore as a currency. And also there's a lot of good accessibility because their wallets are available on multiple platforms. A bit of their strategic partners, one of the probably biggest one here is Cody, kind of like an up-and-coming coin project right now. We have Redcoin, we have Stone Cash, Platinum Circle, I believe this is a charity organization, and then there's Tor the Crypto, which I'm not very familiar with. Now, they also have a pretty significant roadmap here, which kind of breaks down of like what is going on here, things that they are building, such as a Go wallet called Project Mylin, which is currently 50% done. And this is going to be alternative to the full node implementations. So basically kind of having a faster syncing and blockchain interaction with this type of a wallet. That seems a pretty exciting thing. And obviously you really want to have a lot of options which are not full node wallets, because those are things that merchants and customers really prefer using, and it's just going to be a pretty much needed thing for anything for a project that wants to become an actual currency. Now, there's going to be also creation of the Phore Foundation, team requirement. There's a lot of different points here, and I recommend everybody to kind of dig this themselves in terms of the things that they are building and what has been done before. There's also very detailed white paper also, which you should definitely check out, which goes more into a lot of the things that they are building and what they are basically about. Here are some of the publications that have been featured in the past. Then there is this Graphene thing, which is a very lucrative airdrop which you want to participate on, but we're going to be focusing that on a bit later on. So let's talk about a bit of the wallets here and also participate on the communities. There's Telegram and Discord, Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and Bitcoin Talk. So many ways to basically contact and start interacting with the Phore community in case you're interested in. Now, there are a couple of ways for you to acquire the blockchain wallet. So one of the things I've generally seen with a lot of Masternode projects is that they have a very limited options when it comes to their wallets. Luckily, there is multiple different variations here. We have a Windows version for 30 and 64-bit. We have a Raspberry, which is not something you see a lot. We have Mac OS. I'm not a Mac user, so I don't know what High Sierra and Catalina are. And then you have Linux, and you have a paper wallet, and then you have an Android wallet. And Android wallets are obviously very, very important. And basically this is wallet that you can basically get on Google. You get your own seed phrase, and this is probably the fastest and easiest way to basically store your wallet, and you get a 24 passphrase. In case you're going to be using this, make sure to write that down. But let's get back into the actual project. So one of the things I want to touch on, now that we have kind of discussed on things that they are working on, to actually go into the info page. So obviously a lot of people are asking or wondering, well, how much is going to be the actual Masternode, and what I need to know about the Masternode. Now, the Masternode is, they only have a 1 tier for it and requires currently 10,000 Phore as a collateral, and it's actually on the higher end of these Masternode acquisitions. So currently the price is at 50 cents, and that means that it's, well, around 50,000 to basically buy your Masternode. Now, you have to understand, obviously, that, you know, there's going to be a lot of buying windows where Phore is going to be going up and down, especially with these up and coming airdrops. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities to buy a lot cheaper Phore in the upcoming days, especially when the next timestamp is going to be taking place. And it has been actually recovered quite nicely during this run, because it was beneath 10 cents throughout 2019 and 2020 for the most part, and now it has, you know, suddenly, like in the last couple of months, seeing a pretty nice growth here. So they have really started kicking up the gears again here in terms of the actual price movement. Where can I buy Phore? It is currently available on 4 different exchanges. So you have Crex24, you have GravyX, LA Token, and I also believe it's available on StakeCube as well. So those are probably the best exchanges. And in terms of the highest volume is on LA Token, which is probably going to be the actual best. But I'm going to leave all those exchange links down below where you can possibly buy Phore. Now let's get back into the actual web page. So there's also a nice tutorial on setting up Masternode. There are a lot of, cheap services where you can, obviously host it for a third party in case you don't want to run your own server, which is, by the way, very streamlined, a lot more easier than most of the stuff. And, Pecunia, for instance, I think they have like $1 fee per month for hosting. So that is pretty good. There's also a staking calculator here on their website, which gives you an idea how much you can basically get, and the return of investment is 37% apparently. So if I'm gonna be buying 5,000 Phore, I'm gonna be seeing a yearly gain of 1,854 on a yearly level. These are approximate numbers, because staking and Masternode, these are block rewards, so they are not always 1-to-1 with the percentages, but that is the estimate. Now, this is a pretty good ROI rate, obviously, but obviously it's at the same time, it's a very high inflation rate. But then again, if there's going to be a demand for the actual tokens and coins, that is going to be good as well. And there's always people who want to build the Masternode, and that will always find certain customers who are willing to buy considerable amounts of those coins to start their own Masternodes. But this is a very nice feature here, so you can basically, see the investment. Maybe you don't want to buy the Masternode very in the beginning, you just want to buy the coins and maybe stake it till you got the actual Masternode. So that is also another good strategy that you can basically imply here. Then there is a lot of development videos here, which goes into a lot of the things and projects behind the project, which I definitely recommend looking into if you want to more deeper look into Phore. The buying Phore is pretty easy. You can get it on the exchanges we listed down below, and none of those, by the way, require KYC. So that is a very, very nice upside to the actual thing. Now, as a kind of like a last point here, before we talk about the airdrops, is the actual marketplace, and this is where the bread and butter comes from. So, there are a lot of these sorts of marketplaces, and I think these are inherently probably one of the best ways to create value for your coin or token, by creating a marketplace where people basically can sell their goods and services. So basically, music, games, videos, clothes, art, jewelry, B&Bs, intentional goods, handmade goods, rare and hard to find items, beverages, and there's no platform fees and lower prices. So No bank or credit cards required, no listing fees, no monthly fees, no platform fees, live chat with customers. That's a very nice feature. Peer-to-peer, no middleman, fair arbitration, and customize your own store. And I might do a future video perhaps going into the store product itself, but by the looks of it, it does seem pretty decent. And if long as there's going to be a lot of people selling different types of services, whatever, it's even illegal goods or something like that, there's always going to be a customers interested. And these can become very, very valuable marketplaces because there are a lot of regulations and taxes and listing fees on places like Amazon and eBay. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of these marketplaces actually grow and kind of prosper in the next upcoming 5 years. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of these alternatives surface, and the marketplace is available for Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, and also Linux, Red Hat. But now, as a final point, I do want to talk about their ongoing Masternode project, airdrop project. So basically, they are building a project called Graphene, which is basically a Casper protocol using, so that is the technology that Ethereum is planning to use. And this is a highly scalable new smart contract chain that they are basically building. And basically, by holding Phore, you will be getting Graphene tokens. And there's going to be 6 airdrops in total. The next one is going to be on the 13th, or was it on the 14th? Going to have the confirmation on the description down below. And basically, based on your holdings, you will be getting Graphene. So this is a very high utility. I've talked about a lot of these holder airdrops, and that's where a lot of the money is. Even if you're not going for the Masternode, it can be very lucrative investment to basically buy out the Phore coins just to get the actual airdrop. And StakeCube and also Midas investments currently support those Graphene airdrops. So, and these will be deposited into the Binance Smart Chain. So there they exists as like a peg token when the actual Graphene blockchain actually launches. So this is something that you want to really consider. The first snapshot was already taken last month, and we're going to be having obviously 5 more. And the idea here is that probably when the snapshots are taken over, we're going to be seeing the Phore price kind of crash a bit. And that's when you usually want to buy in, when buy the dip, and then you're going to be benefiting on all the external, the next upcoming airdrops that are going to be happening. But I will be covering this Phore airdrop also in my monthly airdrops video to go in more into details. But I'm going to leave all the necessary links to get on and how you can basically get your Graphene airdrop on for the next one. So the Graphene could be a very, very big player in the space. The Casper technology is pretty impressive altogether. So it's not something that you want to miss out on if it's really going to be catching on. And there's going to be a lot more dApps built on that chain. And yeah, so this is the announcement page, and actually do look at this page just a minute ago. So yeah, currently StakeCube and Midas are supporting their Graphene airdrop. LA Token, Crex24, and GraviX are not supporting the airdrop as of right now, to my understanding. And the snapshot was taken on March 14th, and basically the next one is going to be on April 14th. Then we're going to have June, July, and August. And there's 6 of them in total, so we're going to be happening to the second one in April. So definitely another one that you really want to keep your eyes on if you're looking for some extra money. But that is pretty much my rundown of Phore. I recommend going into their website, learning more about the project, and visiting also the social media links that I have provided on the description down below. And obviously the actual Phore community and developers can give you a lot more information that I did about the project in this video. Thanks for watching. I will be seeing you guys next time. Cheers.